Today we're going to look at the anatomy of rationalization. This is very important because the things we say to ourselves when we are on a downward spiral are kind of important. Well, they're very important. So let's look here, and this is meant in no way to belittle someone or put someone on the spot, but very often our viewership tells us things about what we're doing wrong, errors in our thinking, and this is a perfect example. So ISM, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, says, hey, today after I came back from my sister's house where I ate normally and didn't break OMAD but ate a slice of cake in addition, she put some of that cake for me to take home. So I was planning to eat that tomorrow since my one meal was completed for that day. So far, so good. I believe that either from boredom or from a feeling that I have a cake in my fridge, I went ahead and actually ate that cake with tea watching a movie. Next thing is, I got disappointed in self and thought, screw it. So everything was good. And then out of sheer derailment, things got bad. Now watch, this is the part where the derailment starts. Failure leads to disappointment, leads to futility. I got disappointed in myself, which was really the root of the problem behind all of this. The fact that you don't have faith in yourself is why you've ever struggled with weight, because you compensated to get that way in the first place. I got disappointed in myself and thought, screw it. And there's the next little problem. Epicurean. I did a video on Epicurean versus Stoic mindset. Go back and watch it. I did it a year ago. Your Epicurean mindset is, screw it. We're all going to die sometime. Might as well have fun. Societies aren't built that way. Societies are built on Stoic philosophy. The philosophy that we work hard to have a good life and build something for ourselves. So now Epicurean thinking is in play. Screw it. Nothing really matters. While we're at it, let's fail. If we're going to fail, let's fail big. So she says, I ordered fast food home. So I went full binging. So now absurdity, bad reasoning led to rationalization, led to more bad rationalization and futility. So I went full binging and drank Pepsi. Pepsi sure is good. No reason you can't drink diet if you're going to drink Pepsi. But the cycle of deadly conduct is already starting. And getting disappointed in my behavior. So now the system is continuing the next spiral downward. We've already come a good ways downward, and now it comes back to self. So now you're more mad at yourself. You're more disappointed in yourself. But there's going to be an attempt when you hit rock bottom, after the lowest point of the binge, to go back up. And I did a video on this as well. You go and you hit rock bottom. Now you've got to come back up for air. You know, you jump in the swimming pool when you're a kid, and if you jump from the higher diving board, you might, if you're tall enough and if you hit the water just right, you might go all the way to the bottom of that 9-foot pool and push your way back up. And you come back up with a lot of spring. So now she's going to attempt at rebuilding, but look at how bad irrationality can self-destruct. But on her way up, she actually is self-sabotaging herself much worse than before. Disappointed in my behavior, I came across running for weight loss videos and thought to myself, maybe I should start eating anytime I want, but start running and lose weight. No. So now we're chasing rabbits again. I covered this in my video, Why Scared Communicators Can't Lose Weight. Chasing rabbits. Maybe I should buy that exercise machine I saw. Maybe I should buy that Bowflex machine and eat what I want. Maybe I should carry around a cup with me and just eat whatever can fit in the cup. Maybe I should go around and get those weight bands and stretch them. Maybe I should spend 2 hours every day on a treadmill and do what I want. I'm giving examples of the same type of thinking. I'm going to allow this, but still do this. You see, that's compensational error. I had a bad day at work, therefore I get to eat. But it's just a false attempt at that. It's a false attempt that attempts to be positive to try to redeem it. You won't lose weight exercising. You won't lose weight exercising. You can go and run if you don't have a fasting period or at least structured caloric deficit for a consistent amount of time, you will fail. No amount of exercise will beat that. That's why I tell people, stop exercising on this channel and you will actually lose weight. Because your body stresses when you're exercising if you're at a calorie deficit and your body holds on to water. I've talked about this before. Also with OMAD, now the rationalization is still going here. The first one was delusion. After we got done with the boredom eating, we moved to disappointment in self and then more disappointment, and now we're at delusion. It always works this way. Also with OMAD, I started getting scared of getting out of my house because I thought the energy might not last and that I might faint somewhere in the middle of the streets, and it made me unconfident. So more self-esteem issues and doubt. I can't do it. My body's failing me. I don't have enough energy. I'm going to have problems. And yet just a sentence ago, she was thinking about running. So the thing is, I believe that would be fair and necessary to note that during OMAD, please take additional vitamin, more delusion. Vitamins aren't going to help you. Supplements aren't going to help you. And don't forget salads, she says. No, 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 no. You can have salads, but all of these things, as we're going to see when we keep going, are more attempts to deny what she already had the answer to. And never eat dessert or sugar during OMAD, because that's what happened to me today. Notice that word, that phrase, happened to me, victim mentality. It happened to me. I was just walking and there was dog crap on the floor, and next thing I know, I stepped in the dog crap. It's the dog crap, it's not me. I ate cake during my OMAD, and that increased my hunger level and appetite for later in the evening. See, it increased my appetite. The cake did it, not me. That's what happened to me today. I ate cake during my OMAD, and that increased my appetite for later in the evening, and caused a fake hunger. Well, that's true. It is a fake hunger. It's just your addiction. And made me fail. See, victim mentality. It made me do it. I couldn't help it. And made me binge and feel low self-worth. No, you felt low self-worth before this. You just felt like you could find a trick to get out. And that's always why you fail. And that's why I get mad at you people who ask for ways to deal with the hunger. You can't. You have to deal with it straight on. Watch my videos on how to manage addiction. That's as close as you're going to get. You're not going to be able to really dodge hunger. You know, there's lots of tips on this channel, but they're very low level. They're not going to do what you think it will do any more than supplements or salads. You're going to go around eating salads, get in dieter's prison, start eating like a rabbit? No, you're going to be more miserable. You're going to want that cake back. It is no secret that sugar spikes up your appetite, so don't eat sugars and desserts, but eat fruits and supplements instead. Again, same problem. So this young lady's whole approach, completely wrong. You have to go in and understand the same thing you understand about dealing with anything about yourself. If you struggle physically with anything that you've ever struggled with, it's no different with hunger. You will face hunger. You will have people put food in front of you. I did a video on this, the EDS principle, EDSS. Eat it, declare it, store it, say thanks. I did that a few years ago, about 4 years ago, I think. You're always going to have people bring you food. It's your fault when you fail, not theirs. They're living in a different reality than you when you're on OMAD. They just are. They're living in a different reality than you. They are in a world where if they start to hunger, they go eat. You're not in that world. Otherwise, what are you doing watching this channel? Honestly, or really, what are you doing if you think it's going to be different? So it's not their fault, it's yours. When you do find that you fail and you ate more or you ate sugar and you feel miserable, you've got to push through. I have another video coming on this very soon. You got to push through. And the reason is you did get an insulin reaction. The sugar is detrimental. You should probably don't eliminate, but limit it. There's a difference. And then you fall into the spiral downward of self-destruction. A lot of mistakes here. Learn from this. You go in. It doesn't matter if you're hungry. I know sometimes you feel like you're dying. I mean, you feel like you're dying. You say, I'm going to die. But that's the reason you take it easy. That's the reason you relax and you breathe. You say, I'm going to do this. I'll be fine. I'm not going to die. I've said from the start of this channel, you're not going to die. And it's going to be really nice when you find out that you won't die. Some of you don't learn the lesson. So don't rationalize. And even if you feel like you ate too much one day, even if you feel like you lost control, keep going, because you're going to have to just get back on anyway. So you might as well tough through. Otherwise, you're setting yourself back even further. Doesn't make sense. Don't rationalize.